We're trying to be professionals.
Are we?
We're starting to look like we're professional.
I'm probably failing terribly.
I think we're doing pretty well for our first setup.
Oh, our first set in the new space?
Yeah, because I mean, if you like even watch it like 2 days, 1K, it's not much more. Like he probably rents a building just to do his thing. Like the producer's office looks, way better, but then it's a fucking table and a wall.
Yeah. But it works.
Yeah, that's all you do.
Yeah. So what's going on, guys? Welcome to
Was it adding and posting shit?
whatever.
Whatever.
Welcome to
We're
Discount
here
Gaming.
now.
Yeah. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Business 01.
Counter Bash.
Mr. Blue, no damn
And, well, Akali's a little busy
And we have
eating cookies.
that some people just shouldn't eat.
I don't like them, but I have to eat them.
So
Hey.
But they're good.
nobody's gonna introduce.
And then we got the stand-in again. Pika.
Giga Brand.
I texted him too. You don't answer me.
He told me he wasn't going to be out tonight. He wants to
Well, I knew he wasn't gonna come out, but wasn't sure if he was gonna be watching.
He does want to come out on Friday and do the D&D stuff.
Oh, he did send that message because he
Yeah.
said he was gonna do the group message, but I never got it. So.
But he wants to start, like, mid-afternoon. Like, I guess after the kids get picked up for school.
Oh yeah,
from
by the
school.
time everybody wakes up and stuff, it's that time.
I mean, I'll be at work, so.
Oh, fucker.
But you'll be back by 5 now.
Yeah. Like 5:30ish.
And you don't get the kids till Saturday, so.
Yeah. So, as you guys can tell, there's been a few changes. We finally had the chance to
What?
soundproof everything, put up our soundboards. The production area is completely different. There's still a mess behind us.
And it's not that bad anymore. It's getting slowly picked up
Yeah,
day by
like,
day.
we focused
Day by
on
day.
the recording area, and slowly, we're moving everything backwards. So we're in the process of cleaning that up. Well, we did it, in 2 days?
Yeah. 2 days, we got all of this done right here.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, we just picked up all the trash, threw most of it away, and then moved what other stuff needed to be sorted out behind
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, because we've got a lot of stuff in here.
Yep. But we're working on it.
Yeah.
But the important
So-
thing is the recording area.
Yeah, except everybody can see behind me.
Yeah, we'll work on that too. Sooner or
Yeah.
later.
What you gotta do is build a little wall. There's like a partition.
Yeah, well, and we still have those the light curtains that we can put up behind me. So
Yeah. We have, 3 of those purple curtains now?
what's up?
We have 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
So-
when we didn't have one purple curtain.
Yeah, right.
Hey, to be fair, I accidentally grabbed my grandmother's box of curtains when we moved. That's how we got the dark blue curtains. That's how we
Yeah.
got the purple curtains.
Yeah.
Grandmas always do have that box of curtains.
Right.
There's always a box of curtains and a box of sheets.
Well, the thing is she had just ordered those 2. Like, they had just come in from Walmart.
Accidentally on purpose.
No, like, we just accidentally picked it up with our boxes and put it in the truck.
Well, to be fair, she had them stacked in our closet
Yeah.
with all of our other
Well,
boxes.
At that point, that's her fault.
Yeah, no, that becomes your property after that, right?
Yeah, right. What is it? The 30-day rule?
Yeah. They discussed that in Williams versus Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee Williams.
Article 321-4. Don't look that up. I really don't know what that is.
I wonder what that comes back to. We should probably look that up.
Now
Yeah,
I have
apparently
to.
I can't wear swim trunks at night if I'm not swimming. Huh. We have another episode of Bash reading fucking weird laws from all over the...
We could.
Wow, it's actually one of the administrative codes.
Well, then.
Oh, for underground storage tanks.
There you go. Alright, well, careful with that, people that live in our area.
All underground storage tanks, USTs, in existence on or after September 1st, 1987 must be registered with the agency on authorized agency forms in accordance with subsection E of this section, except for those tanks which, and then it goes through a whole bunch of other shit.
At the very end, it's like, or if you don't feel like doing it, whatever.
Right.
There's sewer tanks, man.
Just don't let it be known.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
It's been a good couple of days.
yeah. We
Yeah.
loved our little adventure earlier, right
Yeah.
before recording.
Yeah. So, like, do you guys want to tell that?
You get to start that one because you're the one that came up with the idea.
What do you mean?
Our little adventure at the park. No,
Okay.
we went to the park.
Don't
to-
make this awkward or anything.
We went to the park to play Pokemon Go.
No, that's not how you pronounced it earlier, though.
Somebody was like, "Hey, I thought we were here to get out and walk around." So we're like, "Yeah, sure, let's get out and walk around." About halfway around the park, a bolt of lightning went straight across the sky, loud thunder, and then instantly all of us were running
Yeah.
because it started pouring down. Rain.
So we went.
Who runs in the rain?
We went to Yucca Park over
Who
here.
walked you there?
No.
I was gladly taken out of this. I had a little umbrella for all my ice creams.
But everything was good, you know. But we were walking and we were halfway across the park. Like you said, bolt of lightning. A couple seconds later, clap of thunder, and then a single drop, and it was like,
Did you go by my work?
yeah,
Did you see when there was that accident there or no?
no.
You were after that? Because that's when
Um,
it started lightning and thunder.
Oh really?
They were still there cleaning up.
Hmm.
But anyways,
But
so y'all took off.
yeah. So like, you know, and we're halfway around the park, so we're on the far side, back by the library,
Yeah.
and so yeah, drop here and there, no big deal. We keep walking, and then it starts raining much heavier. So there's all of us running, which doesn't bode well for anybody. Secrets don't make friends.
I know. I'm all like, can't you hear them?
Oh, I told her she needs to pull the stream up on her phone.
Oh.
Come on, like the three of us sitting at the table watching it from our phone counts as
Molly,
watch
can't
time,
just text
views.
her?
We could. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, we're testing the waters on some new games. Like, I've put up 2 videos of Fall Guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I didn't get to watch the videos yet, though.
They're funny.
Yeah.
I threw one up of Warzone. It's an old one, but I threw it up there. And what else? We're planning on playing Warzone after this.
Yeah.
Is
So-
Rudy gonna come over?
He's either gonna come over or just play from his house. One of the two.
Alright, so Melvin's question of the night, right? Because you know how Melvin's pretty random.
Yeah.
So Melvin, I'm taking an order to the back, and he's all, yo, alright. If your dick made a noise every time you got a hard on, but it was something from Mario Brothers, what sound would it be?
What the fuck?
I was all, get back to you, man. I'm in front taking orders. I'm all,
One more time, repeat the question.
hey, does that mean when I die though? It's gonna like when I, it's gonna. Am I getting all these noises, sound effects? Is it different video games? Does it have to be strictly Mario Brothers?
Ding, ding, ding.
So what would be your boner tune that played?
The Final Fantasy victory theme.
He had that right off too.
Right?
I thought it would take a second.
Right?
I don't know. Final Fantasy what?
The victory theme.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ding.
Just because I think it'd be funny, the sound it makes whenever you pick up a coin.
Ding.
Yeah. Doo-doo. Because the mushroom sound is too obvious.
All right.
So what about you?
I chose the when you pick up a star because the shit's on a limit, bitch. You gotta go. Well, run right through that as quick as I can.
the way you responded, it was like you rehearsed that.
Yeah.
So
No, that's I told him though, because I came up with that. I was like, I know what sound I'm going with. I already wrote a joke for it and everything. But his was the. Yeah, I think his was the one picking up the mushroom. And then I think we decided that, like, as you were finishing, you would hear the ding, 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 ding. The coins going off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That just makes sense, right? Fucking Malvo. He always does that. We'll be in the middle of a rush. Just there was the stupidest shit on my head. So how was everybody else's day other than running through the park?
We went and saw Little Man today.
Yeah.
He's now in one of the cribs where you can literally just walk in there and pick him up now. They don't have any restrictions on picking him up and moving him around and stuff like that. You just gotta watch out for his normal monitor cords.
That's good.
Yeah, really,
That's really good.
And he got off of it pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, like a week and a half?
Yeah, within a week and a half, he was off oxygen, and now he's at his 2-week mark, and they're switching him off of the feeding line into a bottle.
That's badass, dude.
So, it's like I was telling the nurse, he was in a hurry to get here, so now he's in a hurry to get out.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't want to wait.
He's like me. He hates hospitals.
I don't know, man. For me, it's one of those things. Like, I think it's weird if you don't hate hospitals.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. But then, like, at the same time, when you do need to go to the hospital,
You go, but I mean, after staying there for
after being stabilized and them saving your life, you just want to get the fuck up out of there.
I don't know, because even then, like, usually it takes somebody, like, either forcing me or threatening my life, which usually doesn't work anyways, to, like, make me go to, like, a doctor or a hospital.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
It's very, very rare that I'm in enough pain where I choose to go to the hospital.
What was the last time you chose to go to the hospital?
I want to say like 2 years ago. I had an infected tooth because I've got one back here. Like whenever the pressure changes real fast, it'll actually lift itself up and turn, and it did that. Well, when it did that, like we just finished eating dinner and I didn't notice it, so there was a piece of food stuck in there. And probably in about 24 hours, it looked like I had taken a right hook to the face. Like my entire left side of the face was just swollen.
No, did
Yeah.
your skin change color and stuff? Or?
No, it didn't get that far. But it was so bad, like I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't think, I couldn't do anything.
That's...
And I was laying in bed and finally I was like, you know what? I have to go to the hospital. I've got to do something. So I went, and thankfully they had one of their dentists there. And he looked at it, and he was able to puncture it and drain it, and that was fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did that, and then he hit me with pain meds. I think I went home, because I got up there at like 1 in the morning, and then I don't think I went home until like 2 or 3 in the afternoon the next day. So, yay!
Yeah, you kind of like, but you go to the hospital quite often though, right? Because of like your condition and stuff. Or?
I only go to the hospital when I feel like it's necessary.
But how often? How many times do you think you've been in the hospital?
Willingly?
Well,
Okay. Why were you there unwillingly?
Just watching your face change right there on the camera. That was perfect. I'm gonna cut that clip. Yeah. I'm cutting that clip and it's going on the Discount Gaming page.
Technically, I mean, we're streaming on the Discount Gaming page, so.
Oh, I know, but the Facebook page.
No.
It's gonna be the clip of the show.
well, with him, I think I've only said I've needed to go to the hospital, not including this last time, like maybe 3 or 4 times. Like I only go when I need to go.
When you don't have a choice.
Yeah, but like with my ex, I was in the hospital every other 3 or 4 days for 2 years. Yeah, so count that up.
But I don't want to.
No math today.
Yeah.
I can imagine my hospital bill for Providence down in Waco compared to what my hospital bill was when I went the first time when I was with him to go get my knee checked because I fucked it up at work.
I think you've told that story on the air.
And you?
Was
Yeah,
actually-
No,
so.
I told you outside, like when we weren't on the live stream, but I haven't said it on the stream.
Last time I went to the hospital was right before we moved here. I got sick, had a bunch of cramping in my stomach, and it was to the point where every time I'd eat, I'd throw it up. And it was a torn abdominal muscle and a intestinal infection.
All right, tell your funny story.
It's because I ate an entire 2-pound bag of double bubble gum in like a week.
Oh yeah. I've heard
Wow.
this,
Yeah, I swallowed all the gum too.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
And
I mean, I would assume so. I've never heard of anybody doing it before.
yeah, that's why. I
But
don't,
2 pounds of.
But that's why you don't see me chew gum anymore. It's because of that. It's because I don't have the. For some reason, whenever I chew something, I have to consume it. Like I have to swallow it. It's like I can't chew on gum and not do that. If I take it out, then I have to find something to chew.
Yeah.
That
And-
kind of makes sense.
And
Yeah.
for me, gum was more. It was there. I would just throw it, chew it, swallow.
And not think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did that for an entire 2-pound bag of double bubble, and
I
it
just
cost.
picture him like chewing gum in his sleep.
Dude, that's a lot of gum.
That is,
Yeah, and then it ended up basically what happened is like
Which
everything
ones are
I
those,
ate,
the little squares?
the little pink circles, like the little pink
Oh,
ovals.
like the ones that come out of the
Yeah.
gumball machines? Ah.
And what ended up happening is over the time. Oh, sorry. Over time, it basically, like over the week, it had started clogging up in the intestine, and then everything I ate just sat there and backed up with it.
That's crazy. So what did the doctor tell you?
They didn't know what it was. I didn't tell them I ate a 2-pound bag of gum. They just gave
Oh,
me.
it's those. It's the same kind that your dad uses.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But he chews one a night and he spits it out.
But they
I
gave
love
me.
those gums though. They just lose their flavor so quick.
Approximately
Oh, you look, wow.
200 pieces per bag.
Yep.
For a 2-pound?
Yeah,
bag?
for a 2-pound bag. It's approximately 200 pieces.
So you
You know
went
how
through
many
200
pieces I got out of that bag? Like maybe 3 or 4.
went through almost 200 pieces in a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of
that's quite a
gum.
bit.
You need to start shitting more.
I mean, that's what, like 40 some a day.
And basically, the way that we
No.
ended up doing it is they gave
30
me.
some a day.
They thought I was there. They thought I was in pain because, like, on my medical record, it'll show that I'm addicted to painkillers.
Oh, yeah.
So when I got there, the first thing they did is they gave me this fucking fake ass painkiller. What is it called? A
The
placebo?
placebo, yeah.
Yeah.
And they came and took my blood pressure. And she asked me, "Are you still in pain?" I was like, "I'm in the same amount of pain I was when I got here." And she took my blood pressure and she goes, "Yeah, you are."
Well, his blood pressure was 198 over like 102.
Yeah, I was pre-cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
And she comes back like 30 minutes later, and you still in pain? Same one I was when I took it again. It was even higher. She's like, "Okay, we're gonna start you on real pain meds." I was
Yeah,
like,
before we give you a stroke here.
Right? No shit.
I was like,
There's
"Yeah,
that
sure."
blood coming out of yours, you'll be fine, you'll be fine.
So-
Yeah, stat?
They started me on a morphine drip, and then that knocked me out for like 4 hours, give or take.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "We're gonna keep you overnight." I'm like, "Okay." So they kept me overnight. They put me on 3 different narcotics,
Yeah.
and then they flushed my system.
Ooh, I bet that was bad.
I had at that point I had already taken a shower and went to bed, so I was not awake for that.
The only
Okay.
thing I was asleep.
Okay, was it one of those where like they used the machine to like pull everything out, or
They-
they were like, "Hey, here's a laxative. You might want to sleep in the bathroom."
They gave me 2 pills, and they gave me another. They hooked me up to a third IV bag. I had my normal saline, my morphine, and then another IV bag, and it was the IV. The third one they gave me, it's literally meant to go into your system and flush your intestines out. It's basically like getting you ready for, when they stick a finger up there.
And
So-
you know they get like the new guy does that. Like what are the inserts?
Oh, I have no
like,
doubt.
That is.
But-
I have the last
Be like,
one,
"Bobby,
this
come
is
here.
all yours, man."
You want something to do? Come with me.
No,
But no,
that's,
and then
I mean,
they put
that's
a-
something you'd have to get used to anyways.
They
but
put the
for
bedpan
sure, like,
underneath
all
me.
right, here goes.
I don't think that they should have put like a 5-gallon bucket under your bed.
They put the bedpan underneath me, and I slept the rest of the night. So.
Man, one of those shit shows that you sleep the rest of the night.
Dude, the sounds that must have been coming out of that room. God, they had to have been horrid.
Again, I didn't know. I was passed
And I didn't know
out.
if I should or not because
Were
I was
you
asleep
in
the whole
the
time.
room?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was sleeping on the other side
I
of the
was
room.
sleeping on the fucking chair that
How do
pulls
you
out in the
sleep?
bed.
I can't sleep at the hospital like that. I'll wake up every time that door opens.
That's how I am. And that's assuming I sleep.
No,
like,
I
just-
I can sleep when it's...
Yeah, you
How
can
about
sleep
you?
anywhere. You can sleep anywhere.
Yeah, bro.
But for me, like, whenever I'm in a hospital, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it's my security training or what, but I feel like I have to stay awake. And it's not even something where I have to force myself. My body is just on high alert the entire fucking time.
Shit, the hospital that I was at, you don't get any sleep there. It's like the
Oh, no, yeah.
It was like an hour and a half. They'd come in and give her meds, and then they'd leave, and then like 45 minutes later, the blood pressure person would come in, take her blood pressure, and then
they
they'd
come in,
leave.
we're changing shifts. This is the new guy.
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's like, how are we supposed to? You're telling her she needs to sleep. Well, you guys come in every hour. Like, how are we possibly gonna sleep?
And it got to the point of the day that I was supposed to get discharged that they're like, no, we're gonna keep you overnight again, and I was like, fucking shit.
I'm sorry for throwing my bedpan at you.
I know. I got so mad. Like, I looked at him, and then when the next doctor came in, I told her, I was like, look, put a fucking sign up, do something. I don't care what you do. I said, I have been trying to sleep for the last 72 hours. I have not slept. I have maybe gotten 5 or 6 hours of sleep. And y'all want me to sit here and breast pump and make sure I have enough sleep to go down to the NICU to see my kid and everything. And God forbid, because my blood pressure's so fucking high, y'all want me to sleep too because of that. I was like, I can't sleep with y'all coming in and out of this room every 30 minutes to an hour. She goes, we can put a do not disturb sign up and the peace and quiet. I was like, please do something. After she put that
Yeah,
sign
wish I would
up,
have known about this 72 hours ago.
yeah. I was, and after that,
I didn't know that was a thing.
like, it took them, like, they didn't come in again for like another 4 to 6 hours. And I slept that whole entire time. And I guess at this point, he had gone in and out of the room like 10 times and gone down to the NICU. And by the, like,
There's
I don't
only
know.
so much you can do in the hospital.
Yeah.
And by the time he came back again for, I don't know how long, whatever time he went down there and how long he was down there, he came back and the doctors came in and they're like, we didn't want to come in earlier because you were asleep. And I was like, oh, now y'all want to abide by that fucking rule. Like, I was so pissed. And then that night when my doctor came in to check out my incision and everything, I told her, I was like, I want to go home tomorrow. I was like, give me medications, give me pain pills, give me blood pressure medication. I don't give a fuck. I want to go home tomorrow. He was like, we'll see. But the blood pressure medication, it was already working. Like, every time I would take it, it would keep it down. But it was because they came in every hour.
Right, do you think that has to,
Well, that affects
your blood pressure
really
too,
well.
right? They would be higher over there than just being in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, because at home, I mean, I would think, you're surrounded by everything you know.
Right, and
Over
nobody's
there,
bothering you.
yeah, over there it's just.
Well, it wasn't even the fact that we weren't home. It was the fact that she wasn't being able to sleep any.
Yeah.
She's been up for 72 hours. She just had a C-section. Like, they're already forcing her to walk within the first 12 hours. They're making her do all these other things, and they're not leaving her alone for at least 4 hours of sleep.
Poking and prodding. And...
Yeah.
Dude, they blew all of my fucking veins.
They did.
I wanted to bitch slap all of them.
And when they moved us, the last night we were there, they moved us back to the postpartum and delivery. Or no, they moved us back to labor and delivery to put her on the actual blood pressure monitor where it just keeps track of her blood pressure throughout the night. And the nurse only came in like twice that entire time. I was like, why didn't you guys do that to begin with if blood pressure was the problem? because then her blood pressure stayed a steady normal.
Yeah.
And the only time it got high is when I got up to go to the bathroom. But that was because I was
The
walking
movement and
and
stuff like
moving
that,
and
yeah.
everything.
And then the pain.
Yeah, but I mean, it still makes sense to keep you there. If you were like feeling, if you didn't feel well, just walking to the restroom. It's not very far.
Well, and that's what I was trying to explain to her. It's like, I understand you want to go home, but their job is to make sure if you go home, you don't face plant on the ground walking in the house.
It's real problems.
Yeah.
That's why if you decide to leave the hospital before the doctors think you're ready, you have to sign all these waivers saying you. And it's literally a fucking block of papers. It takes you 4 to 6 hours to read and sign.
I don't know, but after that magnesium medicine that they gave me,
well, see, it's like when Tori went and gave birth to.
She went out and gave birth, like into a field or.
Totally. During the sunset.
It's so wild.
Yeah, during
Just the
the
neighbor's
sunset.
hot tub.
Like
I never sent another Christmas card.
It was one of those, like, I already knew what I was getting into because she was high risk anyways. So when we went, I took my computer, I took my controller, all that shit. So I was there and I'm playing games and stuff like that. She's passed out. I've been through this a few times.
We thought about it. She said I should have brought the PlayStation up there.
yeah.
At least if none other than from Netflix or something.
Yeah.
Because we ended up, like we talked about in the last episode, she got into Rick and Morty because of being there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was either Rick and Morty or South Park. Those were your only two real options to watch the whole time you're sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, during the night it was Rick and Morty and South Park, but during the day it was Family Guy and American Dad.
Yeah, those were your...
And
then we also watched Dodgeball Arena or whatever it is. What's that called?
It's a new TV show.
With
but
Kevin
it's,
Hart?
No.
Doesn't Kevin Hart the host?
They go through a dodgeball course, and at the end,
Yeah, it's like Dodgeball
David.
Arena.
I can't remember his last name, but his first name is David. He's one of the co-hosts.
Extreme Dodgeball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Beckham? I don't know. I can't think of any famous
It's
David.
a football wide receiver.
Swimmer?
It has an 8.2 on IMDb.
Oh, it's funny as hell to watch.
Oh yeah.
No, I really wanted to get into that. What was it called? The tag one? Was it just called tag?
Yeah, it was like Ultimate Tag or
Ultimate
something
Tag,
like that.
yeah.
I really wanted to get into that. I was kind of
David
disappointed.
Dobrik's new show, Dodgeball Thunderdome.
Yeah,
That's
that
it.
one. Dodgeball Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that sounds intense.
Okay, so the final round, like one of the episodes we watched, it's one of these guys. They have it's a cannon that shoots dodgeballs, and someone can mount and control it,
Like,
and it shoots them at 10 miles per hour.
Holy shit!
Yeah, this one dude took it straight in the sack.
Yeah.
He dived to get out of the way, and he dived up, and it just caught him right in the sack. The rest of the match, the last 20 minutes of the match, he's laying there on the floor crying in a ball. And he's just rocking back and forth on the floor crying.
He's probably one of those where he's like, I don't need a cup.
No, he had a cup. It broke the cup.
Wow!
Yeah, it cracked the cup. That's how hard it
It's a good
hit.
thing he had that cup.
No joke! Wow, that is intense.
Can you bring that up?
What?
Mario Lino Manson, Club Tropica, drinks are fun. Wait, what?
Club Tropicana?
But
Drinks
don't
are
worry,
for
you
you
can
fans.
suntan. Oh shit! Vinny's in the chat.
Vinny.
Oh,
That's
he's on
good.
the Twitch one.
Yeah, I know.
Vinny, you should just come watch us on YouTube, man.
Why, I'm streaming to both of them.
I know. We love you being on Twitch, but you're the entire reason we stay streaming to Twitch.
Yeah,
honestly.
like no joke, you're the only reason that I've kept us on Twitch is because of you. You're that special for us.
He was our first follower, really. The
Yeah.
first one
Yeah.
I like constantly just.
Yeah, he was our first.
He took Bash's Innocence over here.
I thought he
No,
was.
he paid me to take
Wrong.
Bash's Innocence.
That was on Twitch.
I think that's the
Make it
worst
harder.
crime. I'm not sure.
Does that make you a hooker
Yeah.
or a prostitute?
And that just makes Vinny a good dad.
Little column A, little column B.
Well, he got one for himself, too, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Dodgeball Thunderdome it's really funny.
Yeah.
Like, so all the contestants have to go through obstacle courses while the judges are pegging them with dodgeballs.
It sounds like an updated version of American Gladiator.
That's what a lot of the shows coming out now seems like. It seems like they're all, it's like need them.
Vinny said I was never gonna come back because the new baby wasn't named after me. But you do still stream on Twitch, so.
Well, hopefully, this weekend or
probably Saturday or Wednesday is what the nurse was saying. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Maybe early next week or next Thursday, you'll officially get to meet him.
Yep.
Because he'll be on the show.
Our new co-host.
Yeah.
He just comes on the show and complains about everything.
Right.
The good thing about it is...
How do you feel about the nation? Spot on. Great work.
When Brand's out here, we'll use the clip mic on him.
There's two things that I'm really not worried about. One, he's like us. He sleeps during the day. The second thing, he's a night owl, so he's going to be up all night.
Sucks to be
up all night either way.
Yeah, they're usually up till 6.
It'd be worse if they were up in the morning. If he was up in the morning.
Well, he's usually up from 12 to 5 in the morning at the hospital.
That's all night, yeah.
Vinny posted, why does Pikachu have bottles of what looks like Fireball?
That's
because
Fireball.
he does.
Yeah,
That's because
Fireball.
he does.
Doesn't he throw what balls?
He's already 3 deep.
He's 3 deep.
Because he's 3 deep. Yeah, but the nurse said today that he should be home Wednesday or Saturday or Wednesday. If he takes the bottle tomorrow and just goes to town on it, and it's consistent over the next 48 hours, they'll send him home.
Ask Vinny the question.
We really need to get that door put on.
Well,
You have to sand it down?
no, we actually have to rip both sides of it.
Yeah, right.
Because the doors...
Because these are like 34s and standard doors are 36 now.
No, we got 30s. But
that door is 29 and 5/8, and Ray's
hers
door
is
29 and 7/8.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you think we never replaced that door? That's why that door was a bitch to open and close, but it did.
Well, I mean, yeah, you put enough force behind it,
Yeah.
anything can get done.
Damn right. Anything's possible with that jam it in their attitude.
Yeah, and enough lube.
Duh.
It's talking about working on cars, man, right?
Uh-huh.
You can still get it in. You can still get it in there with enough lube.
I prefer some axle grease. That'd be funny to see in a mechanic shop the gigantic bottle of KY.
It's the post of us going live. It still shares it to our.
It slides right off.
Right? What are you doing? Putting on a new part.
But yeah,
Why is
so
Barry naked?
so actually,
God damn it, Barry, we told you about
if
that.
we get Brandon here early enough Friday, that's perfect because then
Well,
we can
John's
go.
not gonna be here all day Friday.
That's fine. I can still set up a camera, create your guys' characters individually, and record that.
Well, really, the only one that we need to capture is the elusive Brandon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no problem.
so today when I was in the hospital, before I had switched out with him so he could come up, I now know what they do when the babies leave the NICU. Like, they take you over. Okay, so basically when you walk through the NICU, you have to scrub in like a fucking nurse, head to toe.
Yeah.
And then you go through this door, and then you're basically right there along all of the computers and everything. So in the doorway, they have a sign in the very back, and basically on the other side of the sign, it says basically, I'm leaving the NICU or something like that on it.
I graduated from the NICU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I only witnessed it today because there was a set of triplets, and they finally got to go home today.
How long
And
were they there?
I think they were born at 27 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they've been there for 8 or 9 weeks now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the mom and dad were up there, and the dad had, and I pray for this dad because they were all girls, and they have one little boy at home. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Nope. Nope.
Hey, to be fair, at least the brother's older.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being the younger brother to 3 older sisters?
Can you just
Oh,
imagine
fuck
being
that.
around 4 women all day?
But at least the brother's older, because if you were the younger brother with 3 older sisters, they torture the shit out of you.
I don't know. I'm
He has
pretty
those
sure
days.
Adriana could torture Danielle if she wanted to.
Yeah. He has those days where it's like, please send me to school. I don't even care that I hate it. Just please send me to school.
But
I want to start working in the mines. What?
But it's adorable the way that they do it, though, because what they do is they have you hold. Basically, they have the family get together, and then they take your picture, and then the nurses, they all line up and down the NICU, and you walk towards the end of the NICU and back out, and you can say bye to all the nurses and stuff. And I was like,
cool.
oh. But like I was looking at, like that dad was just looking at all the nurses, and he was like, ah, this is gonna suck.
Everybody's gonna be high-fiving Bash's penis. Good job. That's all I contributed.
I still think it's funny, the look on Rudy's face last night. It was like, you don't got a condom laying around? And Rudy's like, I'll get it. I'll be back.
No, but the thing is like in the NICU, there's at least
That was a quick
5
subject change. She was like, get me off of this
Yeah.
subject.
There's at least
Wow.
5 to 8 nurses that I know of that we've had that are pregnant. And 3 out of the 5 or 8 are having girls, the rest of them are having boys.
Yep.
It's like that movie. Which movie is it though? It's the guy from Inside Man. He's also in Sin City. Clive Owen, I believe. I think it's Clive Owen, and like there are no males being born anymore, or no females being born anymore.
What is it, like The Fall of Man or something
Yeah,
like
there you
that?
go. I think it is the Fall of Man.
Yeah.
There's no more males. It's all females.
Yeah, and then they find that one female that's actually
Or the one male baby.
yeah, like she's pregnant and it's
But she already has the baby.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think there's a few scenes where like the baby was crying and drawing attention.
It's been a long
I've
time
only
since
seen it
I've seen
once
it.
too. Yeah.
But like, I think within the last week, there's some of our nurses that we've had, but there's a few new ones that I've met, and every time I meet a new one,
They're
like,
pregnant.
yeah, they're pregnant because I'm over here, like, I'm sitting here
Okay,
holding
yeah.
him, like I'm holding little man, and then I hear a nurse walk by. Yeah, I'm so ready to get this and this and this, and I'm like, another one in the book. Oh my god.
Vinny
that
said
hospital's gonna be hurting for nurses in a few
Right.
months.
Vinny said that it was because women couldn't get pregnant, and then they came across her, and she was the first one to get pregnant.
Oh.
Well,
That,
could you,
oh yeah, right, because they were celebrating like the birthday of they weren't celebrating. They were talking about like the death of the youngest man or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
but could you guys
That's an old
imagine,
movie.
would you trust any NICU nurse who has never had kids before? Would you trust a,
I mean, yeah.
a nurse with a
I think
kid?
so.
Yeah, because when
Well, like,
Vi
there's
was
some
born,
kids with. I mean, there's some people with kids I wouldn't trust with my
Yeah,
kids.
Oh,
for real.
that's true.
when I think it was Vi when Vi was born.
Your mama.
The nurse that she had
I
was
said your mama. That's one person I wouldn't trust.
was
with kids.
easily like one of the greatest nurses I've ever seen in the NICU. I
Well,
mean, she was just absolutely adorable. She even went through, because she was an older
I
lady.
can't
She
see
went
this.
through and she, like all the babies that she looked over, she knitted all of them blankets and everything like that. I mean, just the nicest lady. And we actually like talked to the manager and told him how great she was, and we sent her a card. Like we actually stayed in touch with her for a while.
there's a bunch of the trainees that have been coming in for the last week and a half to 2 weeks that he's been in there. A lot of them haven't had kids.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of like they're all graduating from like UTEP. They're like 20
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah,
It's-
but you
it's
can
the
tell
young-
the ones that don't have kids from the ones that do have kids. Like there was this one lady the other day. This one baby was crying down like maybe two rows down from where our kid is, and she was just like, she was walking away, and she's like, "This baby just needs to shut up. This baby's annoying me. It needs to shut up."
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm sitting here holding my kid like,
You work in the fucking NICU.
Well,
Yeah.
like,
Like,
why
I-
would you pick that as your profession then? You know?
Yeah, that's one of those
That's
things.
what I feel like.
And it's like, that's how you-
if they pick that, like if they're gonna be a nurse or a doctor for that, I want to say they're gonna be good with kids or Or you enjoy working with kids.
Or they
Or
just
worked
happen-
with kids before.
They happen to look at the fact that most NICU nurses make $192,000 a year.
But there's other.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah, that's probably true.
see for me though, it's like I'm not normally one to complain. Like go to a manager and be like, hey, this person is. But if I had heard something like that, I'd be like, yo,
that's
this
different.
is something.
That's not just.
Yeah, it's like, yo, like this is something you need to keep an eye on.
It's like you're
because-
just being tired of your job. That's possibly putting somebody at risk. You're just ignoring a baby that's crying. I mean, because I get ignoring a baby that's crying, but not with like an attitude about it, like fuck that baby.
Yeah.
I think there's two nurses that I've absolutely loved since we've been in the NICU. There's this older woman that I think she works Sundays, Mondays, and
You talking
Tuesdays.
about Mary?
I
I think that was her name, right?
She's the older one with the glasses and the gray hair.
That's Mary.
I love her. She is just so fucking sweet. Like,
Well, she has 9 kids.
That's a lot of fucking.
Yeah. And her youngest is 4. And she's like 61 or 62.
Wow.
yeah. And then
Getting it.
and then the male nurse that we had.
Oh yeah.
He
yeah.
was really cool.
I don't remember his name, but he was fucking hilarious too.
He worked the early morning shift, and I only liked him because me and Bash, when we would walk to the NICU, one of us would be sitting outside the door waiting. You're not supposed to sit there because they can kick you out. But if he was working early morning shift after they did shift change, he would let us both in there.
Yeah,
Really?
he let us both go in there.
But only one parent at a time is only supposed to be in there right now because of stupid COVID and everything. But as long as he was there, he would let both of us in there because to him, the way he looks at it, he's like, one parent shouldn't only be allowed in right at the moment. He's like, it's both of y'all's kid. Like, both of y'all should be in here. And we shouldn't have to update each parent. Like, y'all should both be in here at the same time and get the same, update and everything. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that was his biggest thing. He's like, I don't know why they don't at least let both parents come in so we can brief them at the same time so we don't have to do
I think
it.
the only thing I've ever heard about that is if there's like 6 babies, that's 12 people in there.
Yeah.
With all the nurses and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're going to let one couple in there, you're going to have to let them all in there.
Well, that's the thing, though. When we were in the hospital, we would go up there at like right after shift change, which was like 7:30 in the morning.
And no other parent shows up until like 9 or 10.
Yeah, most people.
Now it's official.
Most people didn't show up until around lunchtime.
Hmm.
And so.
Pull the top down just a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you can see him on camera.
But no, when him and Mary were working, I really enjoyed them too. Like
I like the nurse that we had today too. She was really informative, like really talkative about everything. Like she wouldn't just give you the normal like look at the chart, tell you what's going on, and then put it away and walk away.
Yeah.
She would sit there and she's like,
how do you
"This is
like
what-"
your nurses or doctors? You like informative, yeah?
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
You're like
we
straight
said-
to the point.
I was like what, like steaks or,
Like, just you would like them to go in and be like, all right, here's the problem. This is what we're gonna try. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, so here's the thing.
See, and I hate that. Like, I hate that in just everyday people. It's like, look, tell me the good, tell me the bad, tell me what we need to do to fix it.
Right.
Don't pussyfoot around.
No, because
Don't bullshit me.
If I like text John, so hey, we got a problem, and then I left it like that, you'll see when you get home. I just left it like that.
Oh my god!
he
Like,
would burst through the door. What the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
like-
Hey, Desiree did that to me the other day. She sent me a screenshot of like an X-ray. It was like a throat, and it looked like there was something lodged in the throat. And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like 10 minutes ago, I'm like, "Where the fuck are the babies?" And I'm calling. Like, answer your damn phone. Well, oh my bad, I was making lunch. I was like,
what the fuck?
because that's my hands. I was like, oh, how do you like her?
It's like that thing when women say, hey, we need to talk, and then they leave it and wait for you to get home. It's like,
See, okay,
I'm all that.
what fucks with me is one, again, I'm one of those people like, say what you've got to say,
Yeah.
we can move the fuck on. Secondly, I have really bad anxiety.
So
So when it's one of those where it's like, hey, we need to talk later. Okay, about what? We'll talk later. It's like, no, we're gonna talk right the fuck now.
We would talk later.
Yeah.
we're gonna talk.
When I'd work at Rent-A-Center, she'd text me in the middle of the day, hey, when we get home, we need to have a conversation. We'll talk about it when you get home. I don't want to bother you at work.
You just did.
You've already fucked up my day.
Now I'm running 100,000 scenarios through my head. What the hell? Just tell me, no, we're talking about it now. And then she'd be like, fine, we'll talk about it now. Like,
there's people that do that shit on purpose.
It'd be like,
they know you're like that.
And then it'd be something like, don't forget we need to go to the vape shop when you get home. And I'm like,
it's like, you text me for that?
Well, most of the time when I used to text him and tell him we needed to talk, it was either something that my boss changed on my schedule, or it was mainly the fact that I was gonna have to pull 2 or 3 doubles.
Yeah.
And you can't just text me going, hey, I got to pull 2 or 3 doubles today.
Yeah.
Hey,
Unlike him, he was able to have his phone. Me, my phone sat at a desk like this in the middle of the desk in a basket.
So you think
with
you'd
my
want
boss
to get all your
around the
information
table.
out in one text?
I wasn't allowed to have my phone. And
No, see, at that point...
You think you'd learn to text all in one message then?
Yes. Like, I would tell my boss, look, if this is going to change, I need to let my significant other know.
She was so bad at telling her boss that, too.
Where was this that you were working?
Billy's. But
that's when I worked at
her
Billy's.
boss would tell her, oh, hey, it's 7 o'clock. I know you're
Billy's?
supposed to leave at 7. It's a bootwear place.
Oh, that place?
Yeah.
She'd be like, she would only be scheduled till 7. Her boss at like 6:50 would be like, hey, I need you to stay until 9. I'd already be sitting in the freaking parking lot. I'd be sitting
the hell's the stock park? Mr. Garrison, what's his name?
Well, no, because as much as I hated it,
Mr. Hat.
I would tell him that she wanted me to stay later, and then I'd be like, I really don't want to. I've already worked, 10 hours, and I'm ready to go home because I have to work the double tomorrow. And he's like,
but I really need you to work.
Yeah, it's extra hours. I need you to do this. And I was like, motherfucker, I'm working 2 doubles in a day. I don't want to.
Yeah, but still, even with something like that, it's like, but it's extra hours. Okay.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Well, my boss had a bad habit of, if I opened that morning, and if I worked, because we opened at 9 o'clock, but I had to get there at 8:45. She used to schedule me from 8:45 to 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And then the next day, I would have to work from open to close. Or that's how she used to schedule me. She used to schedule me long
I think
hours.
it got real bad is when her boss started texting me, "Hey, I need Ash to stay late." I'd be like,
"That's when you know it's bad is when the boss is texting the husband."
Yeah, right.
It's like,
could you talk to her for me? She hit me last time.
No, it was like
no, because she would text him and she wouldn't tell me.
That's awesome. That's just a smart manager.
And then I would get ready to ask her if I could clock out, and she goes, "Oh no, you're gonna stay till this time or this time," and I was like, since when?"
She'd be like, "Oh, I already talked to your husband." But the way that her boss would text me is like, "Hey, I'm gonna need Ash to stay in close time." I'd be like, "Well, I mean, that's fine," and that's all I would say. Not knowing that she hadn't told Ash or asked Ash yet, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I thought she was just letting me know, hey, Ash is staying close.
That should have happened precisely one time too.
No, it kept happening.
That should have only happened one time. After that was your fault.
A lot of my coworkers kind of started to adapt and enjoy his presence a lot more because.
You make it sound really bad saying it that way.
You're wanting to try to like him.
Well, after I had left and then I came back and I left the job and then I came back to work for them again, every other fucking day it was, hey, can Bash get us this? Can Bash come up to the job? Can Bash do this? Can Bash do that? Can Bash get this? Can Bash get that? Can Bash go do a drink run for me?
Can Bash have a problem saying no?
Yes.
Be like, motherfucker, are you paying him?
No. And
would they ever offer you and you would be like, nah, it's cool, I got it?
Well, her boss would give me her card.
Oh, God damn it, though.
Her boss would just give me her debit card and be like, see, that's what happens when you try to play and do the show at the same time.
Shut up. I'll win the next one.
Like, that dude is probably already sipping on a beer on the beach.
I think he finished.
No, but what she would do
only
is
a second and a half ahead.
she would give him her credit card, and she would be like, "Go get me 2 Monsters, a pack of cigarettes, and some candy." That was her daily thing that she would have him get her.
And it's because every morning I would, like, when I would drop her off at work, I'd go to work at Rent-A-Center, and then as soon as I get to work, I get this long list of people's houses I had to go bang on the door and say, "Hey, pay me or else."
You're right.
And the first thing I would do is I'd stop by her work and tell her, "Hey, I'm going all the way out to Fredericksburg or something like that. I'll be back. You know, I might be late coming to pick you up later." And her boss would be like, "Can you run to the store for me?" I'm like, "I mean, company's paying me to be here, so sure, yeah."
And then like over the headset, she would be like, "Does anybody want anything?" And then he would get a long list, and then she would just be like, "Put it on the credit card." And then he would, on top of that, he would get him Gatorade,
As long as you're
snacks.
throwing some snacks on for
Yeah,
yourself,
she was like,
I'd
"You
do
can
it
get
too.
whatever you want." So I'd go and get like my entire day's worth of drinks and food.
Nice.
Bag of ice.
Pretty much.
Didn't need one. I kept that AC running at 40 degrees in that truck the whole time.
Yeah.
I like to have my cooler in the van, full of Coronas, always on ice.
I will say,
I
I think Rent-A-Center was probably one of the favorite jobs I've ever had. It was just, it wasn't a hard job. It wasn't stupid easy, but 90% of my job was sitting in the truck, driving house to house, banging on people's doors, or going up to their work, being like, "Hey, is this person here?"
How
Talking to
often
the
is
manager.
that person there?
At work?
No, that person
At
that
the
you're
house?
looking for at the house. Yeah, how often are they?
Rarely.
Yeah, right. That's
They're
weird.
mostly at work.
Mostly at work.
And
It's funny because they owed us money.
I think there was this one day that he got to get off work early, and he came up and he just sat at my job because I had like 30 minutes left on my shift, and like I was in the men's department working that section for the day, and he was back there. So as usual, when he came in, I would pull down his pair of boots, and he would just sit there and try them on just so he could tell me, you know, what went on during the day. And it was this one day where he had to go to this old lady's house, and she was late by $20. And if she didn't pay it that day, he was gonna take her bed and her couch and her TV and everything.
Wow.
yeah, all the furniture she had in her house, her fridge and everything was from us. And she was $20 short to pay it, and my boss would not let her out on it. Like, wouldn't let it roll over or anything. So I was
How
like,
many times has she done that before?
none.
That was her first time being
That
late.
is ridiculous.
So
Right?
I paid the $20. I was like, I'm not moving all this stuff out of this lady's house. And her daughter was already on the way to pay the $20. But the rule is if they answer, we have to take everything, take it back to the store. They come and pay it, and then we take it right back over to their house. I was like,
See,
I'm not
that's
doing
fucked
that.
up.
So I just called.
That's just a dick move to your employees as well.
So I just called and was like, "Yeah, I got the card here, blah, 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 blah." I gave him all the card info, and it was my card. I was like, he's like, "All right, payment was accepted." And I called the daughter, and I was like, "Just pull 20 out in cash, and I'll meet you at the Bolero or something to pick it up from you." I paid it, and she's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, and then he comes to the store and he goes, "Please don't be mad at me." And at this instant, when he usually came in to tell me this, I was like, "What the fuck did you buy?"
Man.
That was the first thing I said, and he goes, "Nothing, I
I
promise."
paid for an old lady to keep all of her furniture.
See,
One, it saved me the work because I was gonna have to disassemble everything, carry
About
it down.
plot twist, that's not actually true. He just bought a bunch of ice cream, didn't want to try.
right.
There's this old lady, babe. Come on.
No,
We're gonna lose all her stuff.
One, it saved me the trouble because I was gonna have to disassemble everything, carry it down by myself.
Yeah. That's
And then load it all up, take it to the store, unload it all, and then I'd have to load it all back up and take it back to her an hour and a half later.
See, that at least whenever I did repos, like, if they gave me the money, cool, you're good. But like, if you fucked me on that, I was gonna take your car. It didn't matter what you said.
But see, she had the money. She just was $20 short. She needed 100. She had 81, and he wouldn't take it.
You
He was
echoed
like,
on that
"No."
one. You had an echo with that one.
Really?
But yeah, he wouldn't take it. He's like, "No, I can't wait another
Yeah,
day."
you still have an echo.
What changed?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, everything is still the same.
How about now?
That sounds like somebody's chewing on their lips.
She keeps chewing on her nails.
Yeah,
And it echoes through the mic. That's what I was trying to tell you. It echoes through the mic. But yeah, like, and then there was another one where this guy was like, I think it was 140 days late.
104 days?
140.
Oh, okay.
And I kept showing up at his house, and his driveway was like, probably from our house to the end of the street, like up to North Loop.
Mm-hmm.
Probably from that distance. His driveway was that long, and he had nothing but trees. So I got tired of him dodging me. So I hung flyers on every tree, on almost every branch, all the way down his driveway.
Nice.
I covered all of his front door in it, so he couldn't open the door without taking them down. He finally comes up and pays the entire thing off, plus buying the part right.
Nice.
And my boss looked at me, and he's like, so he put a complaint in about it, and he goes, but I'm not going to even turn it in. He goes, because he came in and just dropped $2,000 right on the spot.
See, and that's what I don't get. It's like, if you have the money, why not just
Because if
stay up on
they're
your shit?
fuck it. What are they going to do? Take me to small court? Like small claims court?
But I think the most fucked up one was this family came in on Thanksgiving, or right before Thanksgiving.
The little boy had a wooden crutch.
Right.
No, like they bought, like they got a couch, a table, an entertainment set, like the whole setup for, you know, Thanksgiving, so it'll look nice when the family came over.
Oh.
And then they returned it 2 days later.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. They rented it just for when the family was in town for the weekend, and then brought it back, or had us bring it back.
How does that work?
So you pay for a week. You pay for it every
Like a
week.
prorated thing?
Yeah, you pay for your first week right when you get it. So they paid for the whole week, and they only kept it for 3 days.
Oh, okay, wow. Well, I mean, it's still a bitch move, but at least they paid something.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one of those things, like, I get it. You know, you have a bunch of family over. So
You can't have them sitting on the lawn chairs we have in the living room.
But there was this one lady who I actually had to hunt her down at work. And she worked.
That what?
I had to hunt her down at work.
Oh, wow.
And she worked in San Antonio. So I had to drive from Kerrville to San Antonio to go get her.
Jesus Christ.
I walked in, and she was right at the counter, and she saw the Rent-A-Center uniform, and she walked away. And another guy came up, and I was like, who's the manager in charge? He's like, yeah, I'm the owner of the company. I was like, yeah, you see that girl back there? She owes me $480. And she's been dodging me every single day. He comes out and he brings her around the corner and he goes, do you owe Rent-A-Center $480? And she was like, yeah. He goes, you need to pay your bills because that was one of the rules of hiring you here is we weren't going to have collectors coming up here. I was like, I will be here every single day. And
Damn.
he was like, he looks at her and goes, and I will fire you. And so she came in the next morning and paid the entire bill off. I was like, I was not afraid to go up to someone's job and be like, all right, where's the boss? Come here.
Oh, yeah, no, I was the same way with repos. I mean, granted, you get some really cool shit. I mean, I had free tattoo work offered to me. I had car stereo. Like, people are like, can you just take this from my pay?
Like, people are super nice when they're going to take their car.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, try taking their 80-inch TV that they're planning on watching the Super Bowl on.
That was it.
That was fun.
They used to have at the apartments, you would see that Rent-A-Center truck roll in. And like, they would spread out. It'd be like 4 dudes going in 4 different directions. Like,
Somebody's
everybody
getting their
here-
shit taken.
Right?
And we had this one lady, no joke. We met up with her at her house. And she was like, yeah, you guys could pick up my stuff. So we get there. And she has 3 kids. And she was like, she was running down the stairs with her newborn and putting him in the trunk. She's like, he has a real bad fever. I'm running him to the hospital. Can we reschedule you to pick up all the stuff tomorrow? I was like, yeah, sure. She calls and she's like, okay, so he's got to be here for 2 days. We'll schedule it for this day. We scheduled it. We went to her house.
Is that the
truck-
one where you held the baby and everything?
Yeah. It's the one where she handed me the baby so she could get her keys and go in the house.
she wasn't trying to
I
bribe
felt
you.
so bad for that lady too because
We ended up going back. Her car was there. We knocked on the door. No answer.
And how did that become your job? Like just becoming a manager? Or?
No, I just they sent me out there because the guy that was doing the job, he went on vacation, and I had 100% pay rate for the first week I did it. So they're like, okay, yeah, you can. This is gonna be your job now.
Hey, you're really good at bothering people.
It's not me. I kind of got voluntold.
Yeah.
They were like, well, my boss was, he and I still talk actually. He was like, you're really good at being an asshole. You want to do reposts for us? I was like,
dude, I'm glad you've noticed. Thanks.
Right?
That means a lot.
I was like, how much am I getting paid? He's like, what are you getting paid now? I was like, $12.50 an hour. He was like, I'll pay you $22 an hour. I was like, where's my truck?
Basically, yeah, they started me at $11.50 an hour, and then they're like, that guy went on vacation for a week, so I took over doing his job because we had 2 movers already there, and he was like, yeah, here's this giant stack of paper. All you do is you go to this address, you put a tag on the door, and he's like, if they're not home, if they're only 7 days or less late, then you just put a tag on the door and you leave. If they're 14 days to 21 days late, you go and visit their job. If they're over that, you go visit their house, their job, and then here's a list of all their family members.
Ooh.
Because you have to put 5 references
Yeah.
on there. So you get to go to every reference on there. And I was like, okay. And so for the first week, I had 100% pay rate. And the guy was like, my boss was like, yep, that's going to be your job now.
Every
man."
once in a while, we get a call on my work too, and they ask for people that haven't worked there in years.
Yeah, it's because it's in their system. As a
It's
place
like,
they
man,
work.
they still have that couch? Just let it go,
Okay,
man.
so if you find
It'd be like, have you seen that couch recently? You don't want it back.
No, like, I don't know the people anymore. Like, there's a lot of people that'll work there for like maybe 1 or 2 days, and then they use our address on a bunch of shit. Like, unemployment will be calling us, they'll get loans, they'll do Rent-A-Center. Like, what was that last new girl's name? Like, that's what happens a lot.
But yeah, that actually does happen. And we had this one girl who did that. She started a job. She came in. We verified that she worked there. She quit her job 3 days later. She had gotten a brand new TV, a brand new laptop, and a brand new phone. And we couldn't find her. She wasn't
shit.
at the house the address she gave us was her address, but she had already planned on moving.
Oh, wow.
The landlord was like, yeah, she terminated her lease a week ago. I was like, well, she's only had the devices for 2 days. Like,
And she was gonna go sell them and
yeah, that's what she was trying to do. Well, so the way Rent-A-Center has it set up is, one, if you bail on one of their leases and they can't find you, they hire a detective to find you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get found, then you can be arrested for theft.
Yep.
yeah.
So she had moved to a town called, you guys pass it every time. It starts with a C. It's going towards San Antonio. Or no, it's an O. It's Ozona. Ozona?
Oh,
Is that what it's called? Ozona?
Mm.
I don't know why I thought that
That was
was
a subway
Ozona. She moved to Ozona, and she still had the stuff with her, and the detective found her. So they arrested her, brought her back to Kerrville. She gave us all the stuff back, and then she was serving 120 days in jail for theft of over $1,000. And it's on her permanent record.
Serious for you to actually, for them to transport you, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, I wanted to ask, like, cause you know how stuff is over, like, you're paying more if you're renting it per week. Do they charge you that price, or do they charge you what it's actually worth?
So if you work there, you get it for what Rent-A-Center
No,
gets
but
at
I'm
plus
saying
10%.
if you're one of these people that took off with like the PlayStation,
What do you mean?
if you took off with the PlayStation, do they charge you the $300 that a PlayStation
No,
costs?
you have to pay your
Or
full
you pay
fucking
the
contract.
Rent-A-Center,
Yeah, you
yeah.
gotta pay the Rent-A-Center. And if it's
So then
stolen,
you get charged with that
Yeah.
much, that amount.
yeah, her total bill was like $5,200,
Damn.
Yeah.
and that's what she got charged with stealing.
That's grand larceny. That's
Yeah.
over a grand, right?
Well,
Yeah.
well, anything over 5 is larceny. Anything over $1,000 is grand larceny, and then if it's over, I think $2,000, it's a Class A felony grand larceny.
Yeah, well, that's what she got charged with. She got charged with
I had a
highest
petty
one.
theft because it was under $30 or something.
Mm.
So, yeah, she got charged with she was spending 120 days in jail. She had to pay like $50,000 in restitution for Rent-A-Center for resources. Plus, she had to pay for the equipment. Like she had to buy the equipment even though she didn't get to keep it, and pay $50,000 to Rent-A-Center for damages, because they had to pay. They charged her for my labor for hunting her down, the detective, the police transport, the police's
court
labor,
costs, all that
yeah.
shit. Yeah, Jesus.
I mean, that has to totally fuck your credit as well, right?
Your
Like,
credit
you're
and
never
your
gonna
record.
Might as well file for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's my thing, is like, so the way that buying something from Rent-A-Center works is if you're an employee, you get the item at Rent-A-Center's cost plus 10%. So the PlayStation 4, Rent-A-Center gets it for like $320. You'll get it for $352.
Mm-hmm.
If you're renting it, you get it for its Rent-A-Center's price plus 50%.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why that PS4 over there is $600. Even though it's only a $400 machine.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
that and interest.
They only charge you interest if you don't pay it all off in the first year.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, like, it's convenient to have a rent-to-own system in case you really need something really fast until you can save the money for it. But I don't recommend it as a permanent solution. Like, they still owe me a TV. Like, I can go up there and get a TV.
Where the hell would we put a TV?
I don't know. We have a $600
always use
credit
a
for a
second
TV on their account, on my account up there.
I
So
need a second TV. Just saying.
Use it on a computer.
I can't. It only works for a TV. That's the whole reason why I wasn't able to use it for the PlayStation.
I can use a second TV. I'm just saying. I'll take that off your hands. Yeah.
You know, good friend.
But
You can borrow whenever you want.
that's how it worked though. Is like it's for a device of the same type, and so a TV is technically has to be another TV of equal or lesser value than the TV we had before. Your earphones
many
just
wires.
ate the floor.
No, I don't. You know.
Are you just throwing it over here?
No, I need
No.
an too.
It's right there.
Yeah, well, I still couldn't reach it from where it was.
Use your Spider-Man powers.
And that should wake up in like.
Or
an
there
hour.
was literally a candle right there. You could have
Well,
just reached.
it looks like we're still using that one now. I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of just there for decoration at this point.
The only candles for decoration should be Gwyneth Paltrow's.
No.
Oh.
No.
No.
I'm saying we should just buy them.
No! I don't want a candle that smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's
What
puss.
if you do? And you just don't know.
I don't.
Ask Brad Pitt. Come on.
Oh my god.
You could probably ask Robert Downey Jr. at this point too. He probably did tap that at some point.
I mean,
I don't think so. I don't know.
if he didn't, I would kind of put the blame on Gwyneth Paltrow. I mean, he's a sexy dude.
That's true. That's true.
Find out she slept with more than half the fucking Marvel cast.
Oh, wow.
Bunch of sexy people. Chris Hemsworth.
That is America's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris Evans. Fucking. I can never. Robert Downey Jr. Lots of sexy people.
Lots of sexy people. You name the same two guys. Lots of sexy people.
No, I named three. Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth,
Ah.
and then
Is this actually loud?
Not really.
Alright.
You're still echoing though.
really.
Who, me?
There was some fire.
Fuego?
No good. That was just
You
a bad
suck at
thing.
catching Pikachu.
I know. Little help, Pikachu.
Got it?
Yeah.
Could've just let me grab it with my foot.
Yeah, but then I'd have to grab it with my hand after. This is the whole thing.
I promise my foot's clean.
Yeah, after the run earlier.
Yeah, trying to run in my house shoes, not good.
That's why you don't wear your house shoes on the outside the house.
Okay, when we left, we didn't expect it to
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Like when we
See,
went out
you
there.
call them house shoes? Did we go over this last time? House shoes and slides and sandals. It was with me and the kids then. I can never tell if it's a conversation between us or me and Ray and Adriana.
How do I feel about that, actually?
Well, think about it. What do you classify a house shoe?
Anything I don't wear outside?
Okay, but you were wearing it outside today.
No, but like to work. Like if it's a pair of shoes, I can just kick on like go check the mail.
So you don't call
Run up to the gas
call
station.
your sandal or your slides?
No.
No.
I call mine slides.
You
I
call
call
your slides?
I call
Yeah.
slides.
I have
Well,
a
that's
pair
what
of
I'm saying. The
slides.
slides. Do you have slides? What are slides?
Slides are
Playground
like,
slides.
You know, they're usually shaped like a banana. They're bright colored.
You know,
They're fun. They
corkscrews.
keep me
you know.
entertained.
Can't really slip those on, but you know.
Yeah, no, my slides are the flat piece with the top part that goes like that.
Right.
Or some people call them sandals, but
Right.
I call them the slide. My Deadpool's
What about,
shoes are slides.
What do you consider like slippers, like old man slippers?
Oh, those really comfy ass fluffy
Yeah,
things.
like those ones that look like
See,
fake leather and they're all white on the inside.
Sure,
with
I
that
guess.
fluffy-
Like for
I
me,
used to wear those in school.
if,
know,
if, if-
loafers?
Comfortable.
Like-
Loafers,
Yeah, see, okay,
yes.
loafers.
like if I can slip them on real quick and like go to the gas station, those are my house shoes. If I actually have to like spend time to like my work boots, if I have to like spend time, lace them up, put them on, and it's not one of those I can just take off in a few seconds.
I have a counter argument here.
Oh, gee, of
Okay,
course
good.
you do.
My brown boots that are behind you, I can literally just slide them right on.
Okay, but
And
it's
slide it right
but
off.
it's what I consider.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What would you consider house shoes? Just any shoes that are easy to put on that you don't generally wear outside?
Yeah. And usually not in the best of shape.
My slides are definitely not in the best of shape, but I
Yeah,
wear them
so
everywhere.
That's how I feel about slides. I think like slides are like slides.
Like you just
Like
slide
those
your
are
foot
pretty
in
much
and
house
go.
shoes. I never wear those anywhere else. Like I never go to Walmart wearing slides.
It depends on how late in the day and how tired I am.
No, see, nah, I don't do that. But I think it's generally just
Will
the
you
fact that my day gets ruined
slam the
so
door
often
open,
that
hit
I
him in the
just
head with it?
anytime I leave the house, like I'm ready.
Yeah, but
Just do it. Just slam it open.
like normally with you though, it's
Oh, speaking of that,
Don't be
I
nice.
found out why we haven't been getting applications lately.
Hmm.
Because we haven't had applications to hand out.
Oh,
So it makes sense why nobody's turning in applications.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, kind of have to
We
have
had 3 people
applications.
ask today. I was like, give me your number.
wow.
You kind of have to have applications in order for someone to apply.
Yeah.
Unless your parents have set it up on Indeed.
Oh, yeah, no.
No,
they
yeah, no.
totally know stuff.
No, I can guarantee you.
You do realize it's not like you need to tell them it's only $20 to set up a position campaign.
No, they were
on
totally
Indeed.
fine having 2 of us alone on a weekend.
Yeah,
On the first weekend of the month.
which is totally
Yeah.
not a good idea.
You know, if your parents could match the pay I get from unemployment right now, I would totally go up there.
Dude, if they could match the payment, I would consider staying there.
It's like, give me $1,200 a month, I'll go up there.
Yeah,
And I didn't mind the headaches for that money. I was like, yeah, whatever. You know, fuck it. That's what I get paid for. But now I'm like, no.
It's like, I have enough restaurant experience.
yeah.
It's just, you're going to pay for my experience.
And then everybody that
That's my
didn't work
thing.
yesterday was all worried that I was gonna be mad at them today. I was like, no, yesterday was your day off, dude. Like,
Yeah.
all you had to do was not answer the phone. Smart man. You know, fuck it. I wouldn't have answered either.
Yeah. Well, you don't have a choice.
Hey, I don't have a choice. But
It's like, if
If
you
I
don't
did, I
answer,
wouldn't
someone
have-
shows up and banging on the door looking for you.
because apparently my mom was in there yelling at everybody.
For what?
Because apparently she had to work yesterday. I was like, she took like 3 orders. Like,
It's like you do.
and it wasn't
own-
until my dad had the tremendous idea of. I swear that, man. Yeah, I bet he was asleep. That was our whole problem. And it wasn't until he woke up and he was like, only 2 people showed up to work? Yes, have them close the inside. That's madness.
F that, I'd have them close the drive-thru.
Nah, I'd rather close inside so there's not a ton of fucking people inside too, and then people don't have a place to sit down, people start complaining.
Yeah.
And then people are right here when they complain. If they're out in a car, it's like, that blue car's been waiting. Somebody should go check on the rotor. There's only 2 of us, so.
There's only 2 of us, but hey, go check on their order.
But after we got it down to just the window register, we were cool. But when I was just like, just lock the fucking door. Just do it. We're not gonna lock the door. I'm like, are you gonna fucking stay? And she was like, if you leave, I was like, oh yeah, I'll take off. That'll be real great because all the other employees will follow me out too.
Yep.
Don't you love that?
What's up, Bran?
Is he finally on?
Yeah.
About time. Halfway through the show. But, whatever.
Halfway. I think we're about to wrap up.
No, it's only been an hour.
Has it?
Yeah, it's only 12:40.
Hour 18.
So we're about 12 minutes out. So ask Vinny and Brand the question.
Which?
Malvo's question.
You're the one that brought it onto the show.
Bring it up. You already answered. I was the second person to ask the question.
My bad. Homework had me fucked up.
Homework got me fucked up.
It tends to do that.
Is Vinny still on?
It took me a second to realize there's 2.
Oh, God.
What?
What up, gay boys?
What's that?
Oh, shit, it's Hayden.
Oh. All right, now definitely ask the question.
Well, just ask the fucking question.
I don't think he remembers the question.
Yeah, I don't.
He just didn't want to admit it because I don't remember the question.
No, because I'm sitting there thinking about it. It's like, I
Alright,
don't
so-
remember how it goes.
From any video game, any sound effect, if there was a sound effect that would play every time you gained an erection, what sound effect from which video game would play?
My answer was the Final Fantasy victory theme.
And then he came up with that like pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So
That seems perfect.
Hayden
I
said,
bet it plays in his head every time.
Right? Hayden said, LOL, what the fuck, Bash? You're playing Warzone?
Why not? Actually, I want to play PUBG now, but I need a group of people to play PUBG with. That's a bad game to play by yourself. They don't. It's not like Warzone where you could choose, one man squads or 2-man squads.
Mhm.
It's you, and if you join and don't have 3 other people, you just get thrown in 1v4 of the other teams.
See, I don't mind 1v4.
Hayden said Metal Gear Solid alert noise.
Which one?
It had the alert noise
Oh, okay.
from Metal Gear Solid.
I was supposed to go
Yeah.
You see the little flashlight spinning around?
the last 2 weeks.
Instead of the exclamation mark going this way, it goes this way.
Right? Good answer, good answer.
What, 270? Did you already do your payment?
Yeah, but remember that was
Dude,
from
I liked
yesterday.
Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
game was badass.
It's 'cause
Hell
you ran
yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think
Your unemployment's over.
the only
Right
Metal
out.
Gear Solid game that I didn't really care for was Ground Zeroes because it's the one that came out like it was like a
Yeah,
precursor to 5.
This is how much you can get.
I can't even remember the last
This
one
is
I
how
played.
much they've paid.
just because
I'm
like
thinking it was like
You had
original
$4.91.
Xbox.
no idea.
Did you already
like around
apply?
the time
Yeah,
Splinter Cell
I
came
just
out.
did it.
That was a badass game too.
Splinter Cell
Okay.
was a shit
Well,
too.
It's my last
This-
payment.
That was
This-
one of the
I
ones where it
This
was
is that extra.
it first
Your
like
new one
pushed
won't show up here until
the
tomorrow when they process it.
like the graphics and stuff,
Mhm.
the movement on
Yeah, we
it.
have to
I remember it
Yeah,
being
with
real
like the
smooth compared
shadows
to
and all
Metal
that stuff.
Gear.
Yeah.
And Metal Gear was always like you always had to do the stealth missions.
hmm I think that's what I like about 5 though, because 5.
We still haven't gone down on Resident Evil.
So
Yeah.
basically, Brandon, what game sound effect would come on when you get a boner?
But I liked the way they did 5 because
Of course, Hayden.
What?
He said, "I'll play with you, baby boy," or bitch boy, whatever he thinks BB
Yeah.
means these days.
because 5 gives you like full options. Like if you want to
Beta
go in
blockers?
like all stealthy and stuff like that, you can. If you want to fucking go in fucking
Yeah.
balls out, just blow everything up, you can.
Yeah.
But it's like you go in, you knock out one of the enemy, and then you basically fly them out, and they join your army. And then like you have to put people like, okay, this one's going to like R&D, this one's going to like infantry, this one's going over here. And it's a really cool concept. Like it really added a lot to the game. But I mean, you can sit there for months easily just building your army, just doing the same mission, getting people, and then just recruiting them.
Do you usually choose like a stealth, or do you choose to go in loud?
I mean, for me, it just depends on the kind of mood I'm in.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll go in like real sneaky and do what I have to do.
I think I'll try that like 1 or 2 times, and if I fail, I'm like, fuck it, we're running through it.
Yeah, see, I have those too. It's like I'll go in once or twice, be like, okay, I got caught going this way. Let's try to go this way, and I'll do that. And eventually, I just get to the point. It's like, you know what? Let's just blow everything up.
Right.
So you'll still have one more.
After this.
It'll divide it between 2 weeks, so you'll get the extra 300 for each one too. Okay.
Okay.
You guys okay there?
Yeah. Sorry, I was doing math.
I know. They both had that strained look on their face, like they were constipated.
Huge mushroom from Mario, the Mega Mushrooms.
Yeah.
Well, that's just not fair, Brandon.
See, I don't know, like I think that sound is too basic. Like it's too common sense. That's the first thing everybody thinks of.
I need a pump.
You do? Okay.
So then it evolved into like other like how funny sex would be just in general
when
if
was the last
most
time
of the noises were made
9:30.
with like video game noises. Like
That would be amazing.
right. Think about like
Or like
Miss
watching,
Pac-Man.
right? Or like watching a porn that somebody went through and like redubbed all the
Right,
sounds.
yeah.
Dude, that would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I was like, I think we have some editors.
Right? It'd be like, does this turn you on? No.
Dude, that has to totally be a genre of porn. Like, no matter what you think, there's got to be somebody
Right?
that's totally into that.
There's probably a group of people out there, and that's what gets them.
Yeah,
Like,
just taking advantage of poor Kirby.
right?
I think they have a name for that type of porn, by the way.
I'm sure you would know it.
Well, I mean, I know they've got hentai, which I still don't understand the concept or care
You get
of.
2 hens anytime together.
Not quite.
No?
A for effort, but not quite.
Let me look this up.
I don't understand the point of hentai. Like, just watch regular porn.
Well, I think they're like way just overstimulated in those cultures. Like when you can buy like teenage girls' panties through a vending machine on the street, you know,
Yeah,
what else is
like-
gonna get you there?
Like-
Tentacle porn.
Like that.
Like, you know,
that
this porn needs more tentacles.
yeah, like that. That's when I really don't
Who
get.
came
Like,
up with that?
no idea.
But there's plenty of people that watch it.
Mortimer Smith said, well, first he was like, the new studio is looking great, by the way. And then he was like, what's regular porn?
Like, human porn.
Human porn.
Not fucking animated porn and fucking monster porn and furry porn and all that shit
Don't
that
ask
they've
me.
probably got running around out there.
I like how he switched that.
Yeah,
that we
he
probably
did.
have running
You-
around out there.
Well, I know it's running around out there. At least it was like, what, 3 years ago?
What?
Furry porn,
That's-
hentai,
that's like
tentacle
we've been
porn,
together for
monster
5.
porn.
I
Animal
wouldn't.
porn.
I wouldn't know. So.
Regular porn is human. Like, I don't care if it's 5 guys, 1 girl, 5 girls, 1 guy. That's still regular porn, though.
Why did you start with 5 guys, 1 girl?
I thought about those black guys that were lined up on the couch with that one little white girl sitting on the chair.
Mortimer Smith said regular porn was my favorite Cartoon Network show.
The regular show.
I think that one was on Adult Swim.
After dark.
Adult Swim after 2 a.m.
Yikes.
Toonami.
And we're back to hentai.
Right? I like how he's the one that brought it up, but he keeps like bringing the conversation back to it.
I just don't understand the concept of hentai.
No, don't do this to me.
It's dead.
No,
It died.
it wasn't ready.
See, first I ate your wings, now your battery's
I
dead.
know, this son of a bitch. I was gonna take them to work, but I was like, then I'm just taking them for a ride because I know I'm not gonna be able to eat wings on window.
And then the first thing I told him, hey, Blue, don't be mad. I ate the last 2 wings in there.
Your ass, not mine.
I'm going to that place tomorrow. Not telling you where it's at.
Well, it's like last night he was in here. What was it, like 3 wings? And he's back there like on fire. Like,
oh no, you went.
like,
I think I found my limits.
Yeah, like he was in some pain. He was like, I can't figure out what's making these things so fucking hot, but I can't stop eating them, and I know I'm gonna regret it later.
But after that first one, so I didn't have a problem eating the rest, and I didn't have any problem eating the ones today.
I don't even eat those with ranch or anything. Usually with like chicken wings, I'll use like blue cheese, like regular buffalo wings. But this one just like that, they're good.
Yeah, like I said, the first one it was pain. I was in pain. But then I sat there, and once my mouth cooled down, I was like, all right, I know I'm going to eat the second one anyway.
Yeah, because he's in here, he was like, I really want to eat it,
as ready,
but I don't want the pain. I was like, your nerve endings, they're already dead. Like, just indulge.
So I ate that one, I ate the other wing, and then today I went in there and I just ate the other ones. I was like, and I didn't feel anything. Like, I took a drink of milk, and that was
Did you
it.
warm them up?
No.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I don't like reheating food though. That's my big thing.
I think the one thing, because I've always like avoided microwaves. Like I've never seen the need for them. Like for the most part, like everything is better in the oven. Pizza rolls, like pizza, anything you make in the microwave, it's just better. It takes longer, yeah, but it tastes better. But wings, you can't like throw Wingstop wings into the oven.
Yeah.
Because they're just gonna get burnt and they're gonna lose flavor. Like microwave them, it's fine. But when that sauce gets cold, it's not as hot for some reason. It's not as spicy.
That's what I was missing.
Or maybe it's just like all the ingredients like finally melded together. Maybe you know.
It's I'm sure there's a reason behind it. Like what are those gastropubs and like all those people that like study like the science of like why flavors work the way that they do.
Oh, I have no idea. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
have you ever seen Iron Chef? Did you ever watch that show?
Oh yeah, all the fucking time.
And there's this one pill that they take like before a meal, and it's supposed to make like sour stuff taste sweet.
I've seen about like I've read articles and seen videos on.
I've always wanted to try something like that. See what that's all about, and like eat a lemon.
Yeah, like something basic.
Right, like something that's super sour and it's supposed to be like sugar in your mouth. But yeah.
Oh, I know it's like, another like, what, 18?
I wonder if porn's allowed to be discussed.
Yeah, I put that.
Little late to fucking wonder.
Getting an echo, both mics are picking up business's voice.
Sounds on
Whose?
I wonder if it's your laptop's mic again.
Well, you gotta think the camera has a microphone on it.
I got it muted.
Or it's your headset.
He's gonna fix it. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, I was thinking, by the way, 18 hours from now, we should probably try to figure out what we're doing for dinner because we have like $7.
I'm at work the rest of the week.
There we go. We'll just go to his work. It works.
Tomorrow for sure.
Huh?
Tomorrow for sure, yeah.
I was like, what? Problem solver.
Right.
Who wants me on their corporate team?
Okay, I think that's better. No, because I can still hear myself in y'all. Hold on.
Yeah, that's why I say you need to wear those.
They haven't refunded us the money yet?
No, they said it would be in by tomorrow or today. Now, but it won't hit until the bank opens anyway.
What the fuck?
Check what they're doing.
So yeah.
If you want me to, again. You can't throw the mic down, dear.
I can and I did.
Damn.
So angry.
Get your ass down.
Speaking of.
Fucking cats. Well, that's why she just went in there, is the cats are being twats.
Have you ever thought about the voice that you hear in your head?
All I know is that he's hilarious.
But do you know it doesn't actually sound like anyone? I think something in your head. Does it sound like you? To you?
Yeah, I guess. Try to get all philosophizer on me.
That is something I can do today. That thing with the mirror though, that fucked with me.
Yeah, for real.
One of the other answers I liked on that was okay. So the thing with the mirror was,
Do you want me to feed him?
it was a tweet.
What?
You want me to feed him?
Sent by some guy
Yeah.
I followed at Salt and Lime. They said, my son just asked if the only reason we can't walk through mirrors is because our reflection blocks us. And I feel like there's a really deep metaphor in this somewhere. And this one girl replied that we see ourselves in other people. We only know them by comparing them to ourselves. That blocks us from getting to know them as a person. I'm
Interesting.
like, huh. I liked my answer.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about he's a villain in Batman. Mirror Man. He can travel through mirrors.
That's
I think he's one of Flash's, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is that episode. Well, this is the one where they get all the other Justice League because of Batman's secret files on each one and a contingency plan on how to defeat each one.
They made a movie for it.
Yeah, it's that movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Because Mirror Man comes out on that. He gets into the mirror in the Batmobile.
Yeah.
And then he waits until they're in the Batcave and he gets out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you think about him, like, what is his power really? Like, he's able to jump into a mirror, or is it just that his perspective of a mirror, like the way we see it when we touch a mirror, it stops us, but he's able to, like, form himself to the other side.
Interesting.
Like, he just turns himself that way.
Well, and you also have to think that, like, is he just getting into that mirror, or can he actually travel? Like, if he gets into a mirror, can he just, like, more or less teleport himself to any other mirror?
Yeah. Because that's how he ends up getting defeated, is he traps him in a house of mirrors. Because he's jumping through all these mirrors, and then he jumps into one that he's not able to get out of because it's something that Batman created to stop him.
What were they doing?
So when he's in this this hall of mirrors, he's jumping in between all of them to toy with Batman, and he gets stuck in that one.
And Cloud was up on TV.
I have a question. Did you guys see the new Death Battle
No.
that just dropped?
No.
It's Flash versus Archie Comic Sonic.
Flash?
And when I say the Flash, it's Wally West version.
Oh.
Versus
Kid Flash?
Versus Archie Comics Sonic.
Oh, really?
Sonic was Archie Comics?
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
It was a while ago.
Well, obviously, Archie Comics has been around for a minute. Are we talking about the same Archie? Like Riverdale
Yeah.
Archie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, those
I'm not
six
making
are-
an ass out of myself over here.
No, they still sell them.
No, I know
But-
they do,
but
but that
originally,
shit's
like-
so fucking old.
Yeah, originally, like, Sonic the Hedgehog, before he had his own comic, was part of their label.
That's weird.
Yep. But yeah, they did the Death Battle for it.
Oh, we're explaining to Manny today, too, that Santa Claus is a mutant.
Yeah.
He's like one of the most powerful ones.
No.
Well, I was trying to figure out why.
That depends, Brandon, because if it's a new Teen Titan movie, if it's based on Teen Titans Go, I'm not watching it.
Oh, I will.
Because I don't like Teen Titans Go.
Yes, you do, you fucking liar.
I do not.
That's why you sit there and watch it when I
Giggles
have
like
it
a
on and you
schoolgirl.
fucking laugh.
I was fixing to say, there was one point where we had nothing to watch and it was just Teen Titans in the hospital. But it was the original Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Still amazing.
I
The
don't
good
think
one. The one I actually like.
I don't
The
think I
new
could
Powerpuff
get
Girls
into
was
that one
retarded
as
too.
much.
What's
The
up?
Powerpuff Girls was... Powerpuff Girls was out when I was like 11.
Yeah, but they did it in the Teen Titan Go format now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. John's like, wait a second, let me look this up.
Enhance.
Clickety click 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 clack.
Okay, yeah, so it's Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans.
Oh,
We-
yeah.
Yeah, we have that one.
Yeah, when
And
they
it's
go to...
like- It's
Isn't it go to the movies? Or no, that's not
No,
that one.
no, because Teen Titans Go to the movies was first, and then they released Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans, and it's where the Teen Titans go into like like they have to universe jump to all the different versions of the Teen Titans, like the black and white ones, the super cartoony ones, the Go universe, the regular universe, the like super serious DC universe. Like, it's such a great movie.
He said, "Oops." He thought it was new because it's on Hulu.
Yeah, no, it came out July 9th of 2019.
Just a little over a year late.
Yeah, but they just put it on Hulu.
So, Brandon, you've had time to watch Teen Titans and stuff. Have you finished Dragon Ball yet?
I think he's been doing a lot of homework, and I bet watching Steven Universe.
See nothing wrong with this.
No, but that's what he does when he's studying, because he just has to listen to it.
There's a couple of new movies coming out this year, and there's one new scary movie coming out, and I want to watch it. I don't know the name of it, but I've seen.
I remember the name of it, or what it was about, or who's in it.
Right.
I know the new Conjuring comes out, and I want to see that. It's the third one.
Which one's a Conjuring?
Are we still ignoring the fact that nobody can find the original Annabelle doll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a month now, and nobody can find it.
I just feel safe in the middle of the desert.
Right.
But
What?
Boom!
I was waiting for it to hit the mic.
but
Well,
I thought it was
no,
gonna
I
hit the
wanted to
light.
throw it high enough to where it would go over everything and not land on the desk and like make a loud clank, but where you could still catch it.
well, one of the new scary movies coming out. I don't know the name of it, but I have seen the previews of it, and it's really fucking good. The other new scary movie that I want to see coming out. Have y'all seen the movie Splice? Mixture between a crossbreed of a human but an alien, but she's
Like Species?
Yeah, she's got wolf hind kind of legs, and she stands really tall tip on her toes like this, and she's got a long tail that'll strike you like a stingray.
Like The Arrival.
Interesting.
But anyways, it's got a mix like it's got a mixture of that and a different species, but the new species that they created for it, it is fucked up.
So, well, no, because I think these are ones that are already out.
Oh, they put out the second trailer for Dr. Stone yesterday
Nice.
for the new season, and they did confirm it won't be out till November. So we have another year.
So the new Candyman is going to be coming out this year.
I thought, that was supposed to have already come out. It just didn't yet, right?
No. I think they just started production last year.
If you find it on the new list, it's a white face and the mouth is up here and the eyes are down here. Like the face is turned upside down.
And then
I had
have
the Fresh
Morbius.
Prince song start playing in my head.
Nice. Yeah, and then there's Morbius, which I would consider a scary movie because it's a Marvel movie.
What?
Morbius. What is that? Spiral, The Conjuring 3. Yeah, okay, so it's The Conjuring.
Which one was The Conjuring?
That's the Annabelle.
That's Annabelle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It
That
has
explains
the
why I didn't
Annabelle
watch it.
doll in it.
No, I heard they caught that Annabelle doll already. She's trying to get out of Russia. He was on the train. Didn't have his papers.
You're dumb.
There's
was
some
coming
really,
here-
there's
it was
some
coming
really
here to
astute
vote.
TSA agent. Like, I don't think that doll's supposed to be in line.
It was coming here to help with our voting system.
Right, to help with the election.
Yeah. It was gonna infiltrate the voting system.
Crazy Nancy Pelosi.
Okay. So Ash and I discovered this series on YouTube. It's called Dumbest Gun Quotes.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Oh no!
What
What,
was
what we
horrible
watched last night?
fucking-
Oh my fucking
It
god!
reaffirmed the reason why she wanted a gun, or she got a gun now. Dumbest gun quotes. And Nancy Pelosi held like 5 out of the 20 of them.
Wow.
We need to get rid of assault magazine shooting clips. And it's like,
Like after they played that piece, like they had Beavis and Butthead, and I think it was Beavis, and he goes, "What the fuck?
and
Can you
then
repeat that?"
And then it showed, like, it put bold letters up and says, why do we gotta ban assault on magazines? Has that become a problem? And then it shows the guy who made the video, and he grabs a stack of magazines, and he throws it on the ground, and he pulls out 2 of his pistols and starts shooting them. He's like this?
That came out already.
Oh, that doesn't sound safe.
What?
Shooting at a magazine?
Well, if it's on the ground in your backyard, it ain't gonna do shit. Especially if you have a legal permit to shoot.
It's still not gonna, like, wouldn't ricochet off of that, though?
Oh,
our magazine's not...
The new mutant...
I don't think so.
Mutants?
Yeah, I heard that was supposed to suck.
That looks really
Yeah.
good.
They said it sucks. And the girl from Game of Thrones.
Which girl? You gotta be way more specific.
Maisie Williams.
Alright, so here's a fun one. There's an article that I found. Star Trek movies rated
Oh, it's Star
worst
Trek Day.
to best.
Today's Star Trek Day, by the way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's not as highly celebrated as May 4th, huh?
No, this is the 65th anniversary. You know Gene Roddenberry's from El Paso.
No, I did not.
Alright, so there's 13 apparently.
What,
Which-
series?
No.
Or including movies?
No, it's just the movies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Rated worst.
So the
to best.
JJ Abrams ones are 1 and 2, like best of all these, right?
Okay, well,
And then
let's
5 is gonna be the worst, probably.
Mortimer Smith. I decided I was taking a break from Dragon Ball after a month of not watching it. I decided when I want to get back into
He
it.
accepted he was taking a break.
Right? Alright, so, what do you think is number 13? The worst.
The worst, probably not 5. Star Trek 5. Something home.
Are you into Star Trek at all?
I saw the 2 newer
Either
ones.
that one or Generations. Generations is pretty bad too. Which one is it?
Star Trek Into Darkness. One of the newer ones.
The third one from. That's the third new one that they've made, right? Because Nemesis, I think. No, not Nemesis.
No, Nemesis is an old one.
Yeah, that's one of the other ones. What was the first one called? Was it just Star Trek?
Mm-hmm.
What was the second one called? Is that the second one?
I don't know.
Because I don't know if I ever saw the second one.
Okay, so there's...
So what's the best on the list?
Well, hold on. Because Star Trek 5, the Final Frontier, is number 12.
Yeah, okay, that's the one with the fucking whales and they go back in time and...
So there's like 4 or 5 movies that I know that y'all will probably watch coming out soon. First one is John Wick Chapter 4.
See, I need to watch the other 3.
Mission Impossible 7.
Nah, I could do without Tom Cruise.
The Matrix 4.
Yeah,
Unless
for
it's
sure.
Family Guy version of Tom Cruise, because he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The new
As long as
Fast...
he's running.
The final Fast and Furious.
I doubt it's
I'm
going to
done
be the
with
final.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I was done after like the third one.
Nah, because when they did Fast and Furious, that one was good.
Okay, when they jumped a car out of a building into another
Yes,
building.
that was when they lost me too.
Yeah. Like,
and Jurassic World 3.
See,
yeah, that one I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But I thought the second one wasn't that great. The first one was cool. I liked it, but
Sherlock Holmes 3 comes out next
see,
year.
I
too.
love RDJ. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to-
And he's a hell of a Sherlock Holmes,
yeah,
too.
I like that movie. Those are good movies.
Yeah.
Is it still what's his name? Jude Law. It's Jude Law, right? That's
No,
Watson.
right
Yeah.
now, the one playing Sherlock is going to be Robert Downey Jr.
No,
Oh, yeah,
Watson.
no, Watson.
was...
Jude Law.
Oh, yeah.
But if Robert Downey Jr. is there, then I'm pretty sure they're bringing Jude Law back in.
I would
Well,
have-
yeah, because he said he wouldn't do another one without Jude.
Yeah. I like Jude Law.
There's a new one.
New one.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
The Tin-
Apparently, it's the movie release are Godzilla versus Kong Gorilla. It's basically redeeming Love and Infinite about the Legend of the Ten Rings.
I don't know. I
And
heard.
it's been entertainment news by Ash.
Right? Okay, so what do you think is the number 1 rated best Star Trek movie?
Either probably the first one from J.J. Abrams or
Wasn't the first one just... No, the first one wasn't Enterprise, was it?
I don't know. Is that I swear it had a name. It just
It
wasn't
did.
just Star Trek.
They done fucked up my childhood.
Brittany Barnes, Acknowledge Me.
Oh.
You know who that is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was she watching
I
us
think
on
everybody
Twitch
does.
now?
Oh yeah.
Hey, you have a USB charger over there yet?
Oh, okay. You're on Twitch though. Go to YouTube, Brittany. It's a lot easier.
Yeah,
The
we
chat's
can
all
see
in
that.
one thing for us.
You want to know
on
what cart
YouTube?
or what Disney movie
Do you have a USB charger?
they're remaking in real life
Somewhere.
again?
No.
I think.
Hmm.
I don't know if they're redoing it in Disney or real life, but they're redoing Peter Pan again.
Well,
Why?
until they find a guy that can actually
Well,
fly, I want to say
apparently,
there's going to be some animation.
according to Beefy, freaking Mulan was absolute trash.
No, dude, a
Dude,
lot of
really?
people.
I've seen
Okay.
the trailers.
A
and it looks
lot of
really
people are
good.
saying that it sucks.
I
When
heard,
you
I heard
made
it
the
was good
movie
for a
and
lot of people.
decided not to have Mushu in it, it lost my interest right then and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like fried omelets.
Oh, sorry, Britt. I
Dishonor,
wasn't.
dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow.
So real quick, the number one best rated Star Trek movie is The Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, that'd probably be
What
the
was
most
that, the
popular. That
second
was
one
the
by-
second one.
No, that's one of the old
Is it?
ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Star Trek 2 or Star Trek 4? Star Trek 2,
Star
right?
Trek 2.
Yeah. The Wrath of Khan. That's
barely
that,
read
and
the
then the other one is probably the second
Why is
best
her
one is
chat
probably the one where Spock dies, and I think that one's 4.
The Search for Spock. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that one was
Close
number
it.
3.
Yeah, YouTube's being retarded. Yeah, it paused it in the
Yeah.
back. Okay.
This,
why
I
couldn't
mean,
do it.
I like Star Trek. Like I got into him mostly just because of my dad. I was never like I don't keep up with it now. I
Yeah.
guess you know, it's kind of like how religion is. You know, like my parents are Catholic. You know, I was raised Star Trek, but you know, I found my way to the dark side. Like I chose Star Wars. I like Star Wars, and I'm the only one in my family that does.
But like,
BB said, oh, okay, well, that was like 5 minutes ago. I said the echo got way worse.
Yeah, I think it's something with YouTube.
but I'm
Because it goes
actually
in and out.
Yeah.
really excited to see the new Conjuring.
I got it this time. Unless that was the dog outside.
No,
No, I was
in the
inside.
room.
Yeah. Oh, now everybody's getting on.
Right.
That's okay. We got time, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we sitting in almost 2 hours.
If we hear a loud bang, don't go running. Blue.
I'm all like, see, that's some white people shit, cause
Right?
no. That's when you run. Don't run when you hear loud
Yeah,
noises.
right.
If you hear shooting and anger, just stay still. Not what I was taught. No.
Right.
I'm sorry, I will
Everything-
never forget the night that we heard that noise in the house and
Oh, when
Blue.
I dropped a fucking beer out of the fridge.
and we all
And this
heard it.
fool
And
runs out in his boxers with his holster on for some reason.
Yeah,
Holster
and-
boxers.
And it's like I've lived here long enough, like
Holster
like,
boxers and long black socks. Not sure what the look he was going for was, but
but,
it was definitely threatening.
but all I hear is Blue scream, "Don't shoot!" And he's sitting there.
I was like, man, if you shoot me a mile around, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm
Right?
just
No
saying.
shit.
But that was funny because like Sebastian was walking all around the house and he was like, "I don't know what it was," and Blue comes out of the room. And all I hear is Blue saying, "Don't shoot me, you
I'm like,
bitch!"
it's because I knew it too. And I was like, I know these assholes got all alerted.
Well, see, I know all the individual stuff, so like I know it when a beer falls.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's probably just Blue, and Bash is like, no, I need to check this out. It's like,
Locked and loaded.
it's like, calm the fuck down, fucking
he
last action
starts,
hero.
he starts shooting up like a fucking, God damn it, what's the name of it? Hot Fuzz. Toothpick.
That or the night we heard the noise outside and John was like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Okay, yeah, that one I didn't
Dude,
know
right
what
now
that
when I
was.
got home too, it sounded like somebody was fucking around with glass or like silverware in the backyard, and I wasn't feeling it, so I came inside pretty quick.
Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot of weird noises on this side of the
But
house.
I don't know if
lately.
it's cracky over here.
Or it might be the lady
Oh, the
behind us
crazy bitch
because
that lives behind
yeah,
us.
because there's been all kinds of crazy
Also, keep
noises.
in mind now the dog is in the washroom, so you might hear her moving
Wait, why
the
is the
window
dog in
back
the
and forth.
washroom now?
Because the AT&T guy will be here in the morning.
Oh, okay. I'm
And
all like,
we have to leave that
you know,
door.
gas
Yeah,
lines
AT&T.
and water heaters. and washers.
It's getting cold
gas
as
lines.
fuck.
Dude,
I wonder
I know.
what the weather's like outside.
Did you see the weather in Colorado?
Mm-mm.
They're under like a snowstorm advisory, whatever
What?
the fuck.
Damn.
Is the
After
internet
like
still up?
having record heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
After having record heat like the past 3 days in a row, like they're getting snow today.
Really?
And then the same thing with us. We hit 101 today, and I think we're supposed to go down to 45 or 54 tonight.
54 tonight.
Something like that.
Damn.
Our low is 54 tonight.
And it's just this crazy swing that's going to happen all over the country. Just
Yeah, because Tori texted me right now because she's at work, and she said that like for the hospital they have to keep it a certain temperature,
yeah.
but they're already on the verge of kicking the heaters on. She was like, it's fucking cold. Like they've had to go around to all the patients and give them like an extra 2 or 3 blankets.
That cold front wasn't playing.
Oh, watching that thing move in today was gorgeous.
Yeah. And I called it too because me and Rudy were sitting at the job site and I was like, that looks like rain coming. And he was like, yeah, but it's probably not going to hit us. I was like, I think that was going to hit us. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, it goes from over there all the way over there.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's not always true here, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's when Horizon and Juarez get a lot of rain. We're here in the valley, like...
Well, yeah, but I've noticed, like if it spans the entire horizon, there's a pretty good chance that we're going to get it.
So it smacks over those mountains. It's just like the mountain's like, yeah, no, you could go this way.
Yeah, no, but it was coming. It was coming from the south, I think.
Yeah.
We were over by
Wait,
Target.
sorry, go. Sorry.
We were over by Target earlier, leaving the hospital, we stopped by Target and we were coming out. And all you see is the sandstorm over by the mountains, the rain right behind Target, and then the other fucking gust of wind that's pulling both coming from Mexico.
Yeah.
And I looked at, we got in the car and put the groceries in the car, and I looked at Bash and I go, it's gonna get nasty. And
And
sure
you got all
shit,
excited, and then you told me it was about the weather? Oh.
God damn it.
Takes me back to the whole looking for a condom last night thing.
So anyways.
That's just like, I don't have anything to change to this time. What the
No,
hell?
I don't.
Damn, Beefy said it's 81 there right now.
I'm glad I don't live down there anymore.
I know it was humid as fuck here.
It really
As
was
soon as
humid
it
today.
rained, like, my glasses open.
No,
Like, this is a bitch.
no. When we went to
I
work
turned
early,
on my
dude-
little wipers.
Nice. When me and Rudy went to work, dude, it was so fucking humid, and it was almost to the point like you know sometimes you get so humid it's like hard to breathe. It's just taxing on you.
Yeah.
It was like that, and we're inside trying to paint and stuff, and it's like as soon as we put the paint on, it would start to bubble up, and it's like. We can't
And you
do
know, it's not
shit.
even that bad. Like, it's horrible for us because we're used to just dry climate.
Well, no, like because
the humidity doesn't bother people in like San Antonio and Houston. Like that
No.
level of humidity today that we had here wouldn't even bother them.
no, it was like San Antonio humid. It was like downtown San Antonio humid.
It was humid.
It was fucking miserable.
it wasn't that bad.
It was enough to bother me.
So, like when we went to Florida that one time, that was the first time I ever felt
Yeah.
like I was fucking drowning.
Yeah, dude. When Florida gets their humidity, dude, fuck that. Fuck all of that.
Yep.
Whenever I went down there to visit
Florida,
my sister,
just in
dude,
general.
I think we had like 2 or 3 days where it was humid and she's just bebopping around like, oh, it's a nice day outside. I was like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Sweated through 3 shirts already.
Yeah, it's like, I live in San Antonio and we have shit humidity. Like, this is unnatural.
This is. I just took a shower. I took a shower 2 days ago, and I'm still drying off from it.
I hate that.
God, yeah. And then later in the day when the storm started coming in, like we were on the way home and we were stopped at a light and you felt it. Like you felt just the total shift. All the humidity blew out, the temperature started dropping, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna get fucked up tonight. And I got home, crashed out, got up, looked outside, and I was like, oh cool, it's raining. Wait, it's raining.
No, we don't usually get this.
Shaquata was saying out of order. She was like, it's starting to rain. And I was like, it's starting to rain? And she was like, yeah, it's some big old drops. And
You
I
sure
was all
heard.
like, that rapper from the 80s. And
You should have heard Ray in the car.
Really? And I was like, no, no, not really.
You should have heard Ray in the car too. She's like, it's gonna be icing and snowing this year, and I swore John was gonna reach back and be like, "What?" And then started calling John fat. Like flat out, just calling him fat.
Yeah. Yeah. And she was like, I've been trying to get healthy, or I've wanted to get healthy, and it's like, you don't weigh anything. I could push you through a wall.
If the wall was weak.
David's done that.
You can't throw a paper airplane through a wall.
Dude, like recently, I've been wanting to just smack her against the face because she's like, I can't pick it up. I can't do this, and I'm like, you.
I told her today, I was like, why do you quit before you even try anything? And the other day, I was looking for the broom. And I told her, I was like, have you seen the broom? And she was like, no. And I was like, do you mind looking at Ash's room real quick? And she was like, oh, I would, but they're asleep. And I was like, they're not here. They left like 3 hours ago. She was like, oh.
Well,
you already had an excuse for it.
It's like, why would he ask you to look in there if they're here? Like, he would probably just
text you. Yeah,
text me.
Yeah. And it like whenever we were doing this, like they were gone, and I fucking put her ass to work, and she was like, well, I told her to get like one of the pieces of plywood. She was like, I can't lift it. It's too heavy. I was like, you better find a way. I told you I ain't listened to that. Oh, it's too heavy. No, you fucking find a way.
I told John, I was like, when we get the money and we get a gym membership, I said, I'm dragging her ass with us.
Hell yeah. I will drag her kicking and screaming. I know how this is going to go. The first day she's going to be super excited.
Yeah.
I want to do this. I want to do this.
Have her new sports bottle and new outfit.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm going to work out on this. And, like, come the second day, I'm going to be ready to go. I'm going to be primed. She's going to be like, I'm so tired. And I'm sort of like, get the fuck up because we're going.
I told her that.
Hey, don't sign me up for those classes.
Okay, Brandon, I think we've come to the conclusion that Echo has to do with the internet more than anything right now.
Yeah, because
it really only started out to we added the mics. There might be just some connection.
Yeah, but our internet's been all over the place.
Yeah, hopefully that's.
I mean, Thursday we'll have AT&T, so
yeah.
For Thursday stream we'll have AT&T.
Yeah.
So we'll get to see if that makes a difference.
Well, I know, like we could do those, just running the character introductions and stuff.
That's what I want to do.
Just for like a little test.
Yeah, to see if it echoes.
Yeah, see, because it keeps going in and out. Like right now, you sound really far away, but with an echo.
Right here.
Yeah, you haven't moved.
But I mean, honestly, I'm ready to call it there because I've got a feeling that if anything else kicks up, then our internet's just gonna drop like it always does.
Usually.
Probably.
You could probably chat with us in a few minutes though, because we're gonna play Warzone.
Yeah. Guys, for those of y'all that are in chat, apparently we have 8 people watching. I think most of them are us. Sub onto the page. You know, hit like, dislike. It doesn't make a difference, honestly. If you want, live long and prosper. Yes, Mortimer.
Actually, that would make sense.
What?
Because
pause your YouTube. Okay, talk for a second.
About what?
Well,
see, like I can sit here and talk for days until you tell me to talk.
No, it's not you. I'm testing. David said something that makes me want to test that theory, so I'm trying to get John to talk.
Maybe it's like
maybe his mic is super sensitive and picking up your headphones.
Not your black mic, your headphones.
My mic wouldn't be on.
Oh, that's true. No, because I've got y'all's turned up pretty loud. Like sensitivity-wise.
But I always have my headphones on. That's never a problem.
No.
Until we start using these.
Mortimer says it's still there.
Okay. Go ahead. Play again.
Well, we'll figure it out.
I just wanted to test that.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, subscribe onto the page, and if you guys want, our Discord is up. You can hit us up there, the Facebook page, all that good stuff.
Yeah, get in the Discord, guys. We post a lot of updates there. You can throw a bunch of memes up there. We can do meme wars. That's fun. We do that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta update the stuff on my Discord.
We also have a Reddit page now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all her.
Yeah, she's in charge of the Reddit.
Yeah.
So expect very few posts and little to none interaction.
I've started running the Discord. We just don't have anything new, so it's so weird for me.
And once football season starts, man, I want to get serious about that fucking. We could do like a Monday night thing.
Yeah.
Like maybe after Monday night football, yeah.
Yeah. I'll sit down.
Or maybe Sunday night, like Sunday night or Monday morning.
Yeah.
We Monday morning quarterbacking for sure.
I'll sit down and talk shit football. I'm still following it, even though I haven't watched it since what? When was the last time I watched football? Like December of last year?
Yeah, last time it was on, yeah.
The last time you actually sat down and watched football, we still lived in the Harper house because you sat down and watched it with Nick.
Yeah. It's been a year and a half, 2 years now.
Sure.
I saw him walk by today too.
But
I only remember that because it was the Cleveland Browns playing the Steelers. That's the only reason why I remember it.
My grandfather's a Cleveland Browns fan. Has been his whole life. So you can tell how hard it is to get disappointed for him to be disappointed.
That's what I see. I'm like, the Raiders have been banking on about the last 19 years of bad seasons. I think we're due, right? This is our season, right? I mean, mathematically.
I don't know.
Yeah, tell the Cowboys that.
Let's see the Cowboys.
It's 2020.
I said I don't know. It's 2020.
That's why, for all you know, the Jets win the Super Bowl.
Right.
Goddamn Jets.
It's like the Jets go up against the Ravens and just kick their ass. No, suddenly
The Ravens said good too.
Yeah, Beefy says now everyone is echoing.
But okay,
To be fair, we're dropping frames.
All right, well, let's go out there, guys.
Yeah, so guys, thank y'all for coming out. We love you guys. As always, it's been awesome. But I'm Iron Business 01.
I'm Collie.
Calabash.
Mr. Blue, no dammy.
As always, guys, take care of each other, help each other, love one another, wear your fucking masks.
You get the next one.
I just did it last week.
Be good humans.
No, I
Be
do
good
the.
Be good
just
humans.